This collection selection is the Cold Steel El Hombre 4-inch fully serrated Vaccaro blade. This was made before they started making the Voyager series, I believe. And it was definitely before they started calling them Voyagers, as this one is called El Hombre. This knife is 20 years old. I got it in 1999. I remember because I got it right before I saw the movie Ghost Dog in the theater, and I just looked it up, and that came out in '99. And this knife I carried for a long time. This was my EDC for quite some time, and never used it for too much. I kept it on me for self-defense when I lived in New York for quite a while. This was my everyday carry. It is deceptively small and light for a 4-inch blade. Just to give you some reference, another collection selection, will probably be the next one, is this is a Hinderer XM24, and it's got the same length blade, but it's just a much more massive knife. And every time I pick up the El Hombre, because I don't carry it that often anymore, but whenever I pick it up, I'm always surprised and remeasure it. I'm like, this is 4 inches? It just seems much smaller. The handle is a lot more neutral than the current Voyager handles. You could easily slide up onto that blade if you were thrusting and you hit something hard, unexpected, like say a bone. Your fingers would slide up and get sliced. But still, this is a great knife, and this is pre-triad lock, but the lockup is still really strong. And I remember when I first got this 20 years ago, it was really hard to open with that thumb stud, because the thumb stud is so close to the pivot, the non-adjustable pivot, by the way. Look at that cool jimping. That's how they used to do jimping at Cold Steel. It's kind of neat. Yeah, the El Hombre. So, I'm not sure what steel this is, but I do know that I took it on a camping trip quite some time ago, about 20 years ago, after I first got it, and when I was a vegetarian. And on this camping trip, I cut some tofu lin, which is tofu that's been kind of marinated and stuff, and it permanently stained this blade. Now, I'm not sure if out in this bright sunlight you can see it, but the tip of this blade has always been a little bit stained from that tofu. So that should tell you something about tofu, people. That should tell you something about tofu. If that's what it does to this steel, imagine what it's doing to your insides. Just kidding. I eat tofu every once in a while still. Still like it. But I definitely prefer 4-legged, hoofed beasts. Speaking of beast, look at the shape of that blade. I love it. It's all menace. Alright, here it is. Your collection selection for the day is the Cold Steel El Hombre. One of my oldest, still in circulation tactical folding knives. Hope everyone has a fantastic day.